Now, another thing is, what do you think a child thinks when you use the word pedophile? Well, how would a child relate that word when all they're exposed to are children's toys or their mother filing their nails with a nail file? Now, listen to the word pedophile. Okay. If I come to a child and say, beware of a pedophile, what do you think they're going to relate that to? Right. Their mom filing their nails? Right. Well, that don't hurt. No, it don't. No, it don't. What's pedo? Right. Play-doh? Play-doh. What do children play with when they're kids? Play-doh? Pedophile. Do you hear what you're saying? No, right. I don't file dough. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't file nails or feet. Unless it's my own. See, file don't sound vile. Do you call a villain, right, something that would sound funny to a child? No. No. Yeah, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Harley Quinn. Does that sound like a villain to you? No. No. It don't. But who is Harley Quinn? The Joker's girlfriend. But I don't know that if I'm a child. No, I don't. That sounds like a girl's name. No. That's all I know about it. Harley Quinn. Sounds like a cool name to me. But if you call a man a pedophile and say he wants sex with children, and yet he really don't, one, you're going to make the child curious as to what a pedophile even is. Two, pedo sounds like Play-Doh. You hear what I mean? That's all they'll relate it to is their childhood experiences, right? Now, the reason I'm saying this is I'm thinking about all this crap you're trying to lay at my foot, right? I don't know any children, right? I just, yesterday, happened when walking, ran into kids coming from school around 4, which I don't normally do, right? But I did a couple of days ago. And the thing is, right, there was a group, right, of both boys and girls, right? And again, they're coming up behind me because I'm walking down the road, right? And some of them are a little bit in front of me, of course, and some of them are a little bit behind me, right? So it just happens we're walking in the same direction briefly. And behind me, there's this about, what, 11, 12-year-old girl, I guess. And then there's this guy with her, right? He says, God bless you. And not, me and the girl just exchange, hi, how are you? Right, that's about it. That's about it. That's about my interaction with children, like I told you anyway. That don't make you a pedophile. Even if you want to call me that the one, right? See, the child doesn't know what you're talking about. They never read into a pedophile. You don't tell the child or show a child this is where a pedophile lives and tell them stay away from the pedophile. They don't know what you're talking about yet. Now, do you hear what I'm saying? And why I'm saying it to you, right? You might be unbeknownst to me, right? Making a child curious as to what all that means, right? Is what I'm thinking. Sneak down to my home, right? And next thing I know, she's in my home and you thinking we had sex, even if we didn't, even if we didn't. And, and I'm stuck with a child being in my home, because one, this winter, two, it's, right, will be late at night, and three, I don't know what to do with her. And only a girl child can get in, no boys, no boys. I tell the boys going home. Because, see, children are treated differently than girl children, right? They always have been, right? The girl is the weaker vessel, according to Peter, right? The boy, he walks down to somebody's house, that's just, I'm getting to figure out what art. If you know what I mean, right? Get the hell out of my yard, or something like that, right? A girl, on the other hand, shows up. You're screwed. You're screwed. You don't have any say-so anymore. All you can do is invite her in and ask her what the fuck's going on. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? And that's what any person who's a decent person would do with a child, right? Who shows up to their house unexpectedly, right? What do you think? I went out and found her, and she was out walking at night anyway, and brought her to my home, right? No, I wouldn't do that either, right? I'm already home, right? Usually I stay home, right? If I do go out, it's during the day when the adults are supposed to be out. The kids are supposed to be in school, right? Like I told you before, right? I only go to a doctor's appointment or matinees to watch the movies, right? I'm rarely around kids without adults anyway, and that don't make me a pedophile, whatever the hell you think that means, right? Now, what I'm warning you about is what that sounds like to a child, not you as an adult. Think about it. What I'm really saying. No. You're trying to tell the children I'm a pedophile. How do you think that would register with a child actually? Right. Now, if you tell the children even that I'm wanting sex with them or want to have FUCKING with them, right? The problem is I'm not doing that, right? Even if the child was to show up to my house and ask me what all that was herself, right? Then I'm trapped with a child curious about sex and I don't know what to do about it, right? Not saying that's normally what happens, right? Either. But what I mean, though, is if it were to, I wouldn't know what to do with the girl. See, if I call the police, I'm screwed, right? You're gonna think I've kidnapped her or something. But I didn't. That's the other problem. I know it is. See, there are children in my neighborhood who, if you keep telling them I'm a pedophile, can walk over to my house one night, right? And I not even know they come back because the parents show up all vigilante-like and shoot my ass, right? Well, then how are you still here, you might ask? Jesus raised me from the dead? Because it's not my fault, it's the parents' fault. See, if your child is sneaking out at night, whose fault is that? Mine or yours? Yours. Now, that's another thing, right? Parents are supposed to watch their child's behavior. Not the pedophile down the street, even if you think I'm a pedophile down the street, right? And are telling your child to stay away from the pedophile. Now, what is pedo to a child? What is foul to a child. The only thing a child might relate foul to is filing their nails when their mom or dad does their nails. Right? Right. Does that hurt? No. No. Pedo. Dough. What is dough? Right. Well, you make bread from dough, right? There's Play-Doh, which is a ceramic type putty you play with, right? To make shapes with. You hear what I'm saying? Now, you're calling someone a pedophile for what reason? You think they want sex with children. Well, even if they do, what do you think the child is hearing? We can say pedophile to the child, right? Not what you think, no, what you think. If I say, child, this is poison, right? It will kill you, right? Do they know what that means? Yeah. Yeah. Why? Does poison sound like something good or something bad? Something bad. But what does a pedophile sound like? Someone who files your nails. Or feet. Or feet. See, pedo means feet. Pedometer means foot monitor or measure. But at the same time, the child's probably laughing in their head when you say pedophile. Watch out for the pedophile, child. He wants sex with you. Okay, what's that? What's that? You just made the child curious as to what sex is, right? Well, they don't even know yet, right? So what do you think they're gonna do? Sneak down to my house and try to have sex with me? No. Why? You told them I want it, right? Well, they never did it before. Who do you think is actually making me a pedophile? The child or you? You. You're not hearing the words coming out of your own mouth. So no, you're not. And how a child would think about them, right? Pedophile sounds like something funny. Or fun to do, right? Maybe even, right? To a child. To a child. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yes. But at the same time, right? Okay. And this is the point too, right? You think you're insulting me, right? You're not. I don't try to have sex with children, no matter what you say, right? I know. I never have, but never has me. Not once. Now, if a child shows up at my house and some crazy parent thinks they're down at the pedophile's house, by the time you figure it out, right, she done took advantage of me, right? If you know what I mean, right? Because she can fuck me, right? You're not telling her what she needs to hear, right? Or understand, right? Yet. You're just making her curious what a pedophile even is, right? And I'm trying to use both adult language and deal with adults and how to deal with children to the adults, right? Because see, they think that's a word that will strike fear into the hearts of children. Huh? Well, maybe it don't. Why do you think we're still fighting pedophiles today, right? You make the word sound like it's fun or something. You file paperwork, right? You put it in a cabinet. You file your nails, right? You file a metal blade, right? You keep it sharp. But the word pedophile doesn't sound like something bad, like poison, right? Or say, you can't call me a rapist. I ain't raped no one yet. Yeah. Or ever. See, that's the thing, right? But if I watch SVU, I know what to say to the girl to make sure she's consenting or not, right? I also tell her I will stop at any time. All you got to do is say no, right? She ain't gonna say no with what I do to her. How do I know? The Comcast girl. She didn't black me out until after I was done. I was trying to help her clean up or something, right? Right. And was in a vulnerable position myself, right? The thing is, she's over 16. She's driving the van to my house, so we're not worried about her, right? She was legal. And I told her what to do about it, too. Right? Like my ex-wife, Daphne, she can file for child support through my disability. All she got to do is list me as the father, right? If she were to get pregnant, right? If not, she ain't got to worry about it. You see what I mean? Right? So that would have been by January, and she would have known if she was pregnant or not by that time, right? And could have done something. Even tell me I got her pregnant, and I told her I would know what happened, right? Anyway. It's not my first go-round. Not the first time I was blacked out either over sex, right? And it was the... And don't know exactly what happened there. The thing is, though, right? There's a difference between someone saying no to sex, too, right? And you blacking them out and raping them, right? That's like roofing someone, right? And that's considered rape, right? Now, if your child don't stay home that right, you need to put something on your window so they can't sneak out. That's not my responsibility. That's yours. And like I told you about the girl being in the bedroom with the mom. Once she closes the bedroom door, where is your child supposed to be all night? In the bedroom with the mom. Right. When should I interact with her? Never. Not without the mom. So I'm on the couch. The only way she can interact with me is if she sneaks into the bedroom from the couch to the couch, right? And you're saying and acting like you know this happened 100%, and you are, You're not my ex-wife because she would be setting me up if she even knows about it, right? I'll let a 4-year-old wake up to sleeping schizophrenic, right? Guess who gets in trouble for that first? The one who has custody. Did I have custody of the child? No. Did the mom have custody of the child? Yes. So whose custody was she under? The mother's, right? Ask Steve Wilco. If you don't believe me, do it hypothetically. Steve, if a man was sleeping on the couch and he was in the bedroom with her mother, ask him this, and the child went in there to the sleeping person, is it his fault or the mother's fault? He would say it was the mother's fault, right? Because she's supposed to stay in the bedroom and the mother's supposed to watch her all night long and make sure she don't do that, right? Ask Steve Wilco then if you don't believe me. Don't ask me. Ask one of the top TV hosts on TV right now. Or you can ask Ramo. I bet he'll say the same thing. The mother's responsible, not the sleeping adult on the couch. Right? Now, if the adult was woken up by the child, why do you think the mother wouldn't want you to know that, though? What could he ask the child that would stop the mother from calling the police? Grandma showed me that. You know why? She would say the same thing to the police if she went to the police, right? She don't know that's something crazy to say, right? And if I done asked her, she done answer Grandma showed her that, and she goes to the police and says the same thing, right? Guess who gets in trouble? Grandma. Grandma. Unless Bio Dad did what? See, I'm trying to give Daphne a better view of this, right? I don't know who this is, right? And it better not be my freaking ex-wife, because she's going crazy, right? And I don't mean in a good way. I mean homicidally crazy, right? She's almost acting like she was trying to set me up, and I asked her who showed that, and she said, Grandma, and then she was trapped, right? And can't do nothing about it, right? That's what she's acting like, right? Because if she goes to the police, then she's going to tell them, well, Grandma showed me that too, right? Yes, she is. See, the child ain't thinking like herself, right? She's in a new environment, right? The only one she was around for 2 years was Grandma, right? Anything she needed to do, Grandma showed her how to do. So, who showed her how to go from the bedroom to the living room? Grandma. Dummy. But is it a crime? No, I'm not saying it's a crime. You're saying it's a crime, right? You're saying I would do something with her sexually, even though they're idiot. That's why I laugh at you. I don't think you'd take me up, idiot. I keep telling you that. And then you would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So I'm doing my voices too. I just don't get your dumb ass right. My wife doesn't let me straight into Tennessee, I'll be on guard against something. And first thing I'm gonna do is ask her who sure to come in there and meet. She ain't gotta touch me, right? All she gotta do is wake me up, and I'm gonna say, what the hell you trying to tell me, child? Who showed you that? No. You wouldn't? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Because that gets me out of trouble. It does. And it gets the wife in a sticky situation. And all she's going to say is, Grandma. Grandma. You understand why? Right. Basically, to her, all she did was left the mother's room and come there to the couch, right? And woke me up. Well, who would show her to do how to wake someone up on the couch, Grandma? When would she do that? Whenever our family was over for, holidays or... Right. It's not a bad thing, right? But Daphne's acting like it is, ain't she? I guess. I guess. Someone is. Now, can she attack me if she said Grandma showed her that? No. No. Can she attack me 5 minutes of hypothetically licking her one time? No. No. Because why am I saying that, right? She keeps insisting something happened when it didn't. There you go. She don't want to trust me, right? Because of how she sees men, right? But if you see men that way, why'd you have to marry one to get your daughter, right? Obviously, Grandma has a different viewpoint of men than daughter does. And the only one there is daughter. and granddaughter. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's right. And that's the problem, too. That's right. Right. That makes more sense. How can the schizophrenic make sense? Well, I'm paranoid schizophrenic. That means I'm looking for trouble. And I try to avoid trouble. I know you do. Or I'll be getting in trouble. Or I'll be getting in trouble. See, if you try to avoid trouble, you stay out of trouble the most time, right? Exactly. Exactly. And you can't set me up with a child either. That's child endangerment. That's trafficking a child to an adult who don't know she's a child yet, right? You can't do that either. If I don't know the child's age, you can't use her as bait, right? Or see if we'll have sex. No, you can't. Not literally. Not literally. See, the thing is, I have to know the child was 15, right? Not you tell me on YouTube, but not the salon she was working in, right? I keep telling you why. If she tells me she's 37, I don't know she's not. And she's supposed to be at least 16 and older, right? How many times I gotta tell you that? You're not living in Fantasyland. You're living in Savannah, Georgia, right? Puller, Georgia. Mm-hmm. Port Wentworth, Georgia. Bloomingdale, Georgia. Mm-hmm. Which are the surrounding cities around you, right? Mm-hmm. Somewhere in one of those cities, you're living there, right? And you can't work a 15-year-old girl in a nail salon. No. Not even for fun. Not even for free, right? And let her do somebody else. If someone told you they could, they lied to you. And they're going to get you and themselves in trouble. Because there's a fine associated with it up to $10,000. If you keep doing it, you can go to jail the second time. It's not a funny thing in Georgia to do that to a child, right? It's considered child labor law violation, right? And they don't take it lightly either, right? You can be charged up to $10,000 for your first offense, right? Or go to jail if you keep working her, right? If I saw her more than once, right? In the store, even if I was banned from the store, by the third visit, by the way. Again. You remember everything. Of course I do. Of course I do. See, you're trying to take away from my memory during the day, right? But at the same time, I've had what's called temporary amnesia already, right? That's why it's not fully kicking in, right? Unlike, Goldie Hawn's character in Overboard, I don't have full amnesia. I have what's called temporary amnesia, right? That means, like, in my car wreck, I remember up to the car wreck, but not the car wreck itself, but then waking up in the hospital after the car wreck, right? That's called temporary amnesia, right? For up to 4 hours, I say. Hypothetically. Could be 5, could be no more than 6, but by the time my mom got to the hospital and got to my room, right, I was waking up. But I blacked out from the time I turned down the road to the time I woke up in the hospital, which was several hours over 4. The first time I blacked out. Anything after that, and I'm guessing, like with Connie or different girls I tried to date or things like that. Things like that. Well, the thing is, right. I did try to date some girls. I don't know we had sex. And if I don't know, someone's trying to let me out and, you know, mess with my girlfriends, right? About me, right? Now, if I am having sex, though, and I have a girlfriend and we had sex and I don't remember the sex, well, by causing me the amnesia, we had the sex, right? You're causing me an issue with my new girlfriend because I don't remember we had sex. So then I'm trying to have sex again, right? And she just thinks I'm a horny dog trying to fuck her all the time. Excuse my French there. Have sex with her all the time. When I don't remember having sex with her first place. The first time, right? hmm So that's the whole problem too, right? Right. She might have got enough and I'm wanting some more and she's not wanting to give me no more right then, right? So then we break up. And I don't remember we had sex. And you don't remember we had sex. Or something like that when I was dating, right? I know. And I only date women, and I only date women. Or girls my own age at that time, right? Mm-hmm. I know. But you're not thinking about what you're doing before you do it either, right? Doing something dumb, whether you realize it's dumb or not, don't mean it's not dumb as hell, right? Or stupid as dirt, right? Right. Or dumb as dirt, or dumb as dirt, right? Dumb means dirt can't talk to you, explain things to you, or help you understand things properly. If you call a pedophile to a child a pedophile, right? That sounds like something fun. I might file her nails like her mom or something. She ain't gonna know what that means. Well, no, she ain't. I keep telling you that, right? She don't relate the word pedophile to something violent, right? You do. And why you do, I don't know. No. Whoever came up with the word pedophile is the dumbest word for that thing you're trying to describe. It's actually pedia carne, right? Actually, in Greek. In Greek, if you're trying to use Greek, by the way. That's Greek to you, right? Well, you mean pedia carne, right? Carne is where you get the word carnal from, right? Does that sound more graphic? Like I mean something? hmm It's called pedio carne. Does that sound like fun? No. 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 Or carnia. Right. Or carnio. Right. Whichever. Or carnius. Carnius. Or carnias. Right. You're trying to genderize it, right? With those words. It's called carnal love. Does that sound good? No. Even if I put love behind it, right? Carnal, how does that sound to you? Like something bad. Like something bad, right? But how does pedophile sound to you? Like it might be fun. Like it actually might be fun, idiot. Why do you think I keep calling you an idiot, right? Do you hear the words that are coming out of your damn mouth? No. Obviously not, right? Pedophile. What I'm gonna do? File the child's nails? File her feet? That's how she would relate it. Play-Doh. Play-Doh. That's the only dough she knows, right? Do-si do, do-si do. You understand what I mean? Yes, I do. You should. If you don't, you're dumb as dirt.